Malik ibn Dinar was asked about his tawbah, and he said he used to drink a lot. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him with a beautiful baby girl who he became really infatuated with. And this girl used to come onto his lap as a baby, and she would knock over his glasses of alcohol. And after 2 years of him being infatuated with this girl, she passed away. Allah called her back. And his entire world became dark. And he said on one occasion, he had drank so heavy that he passed out, and he didn't pray Isha. And he dreamt of the Day of Judgment. He saw the oceans ablaze, and he sees this dragon that's coming at him with a gaping mouth. And he's running. And he's running, and the dragon is chasing him. His heart is terrified. He sees an old man who looks beautiful and has a beautiful scent. And he runs to the old man and he says, "Can you please help me against this dragon?" And the old man says, "The dragon is too strong, but run forward. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, perhaps Allah will save you." And so he runs and he climbs up one of the hills of the Day of Judgment. And he looks down and all he sees is fire. And behind him is the dragon closing in on him. He said, "I almost jumped into the fire to save myself from the dragon." But then he heard a voice that said, "You are not from its people," i.e. from the people of the fire. So he said, "I became content. And then I turned around and I kept running." And he runs back to the old man again. And he says, the dragon is still chasing him. He says, "Save me from this dragon. Help me against this dragon." The old man says to him, "I'm too weak. I can't help you. But run forward, because ahead are the things that the believers have entrusted. The things that the believers have sent ahead." And so he runs, being chased by the dragon in panic. And he sees this fortress, or he sees this castle, and the doors are closed. But as he's running and approaching, he hears a voice say, "Open the gates." He opens the gates. The dragon is still chasing him. And what does he see when he enters into the gates? He sees children. He sees children with beautiful faces. And out of those children comes out his baby girl, his 2-year-old daughter. And with one hand, her right hand, she holds his hand. And with her left hand, she repels the dragon. Dragon turns around and flees. And then the girl says to her dad, "Alam ya'ni lilladhina amanu an takhsha'a qulubuhum li dhikrillah." Has not the time come for those who have believed that their hearts be softened to the remembrance of Allah? He says to her, "Ya bunayya, my daughter, y'all know the Quran?" And she says, "We know the Quran better than you." And then he says to her, "Tell me, what was that dragon?" And she says, "That dragon was your evil deeds. And you made it so strong." He said, "Well, what was the old man?" She said, "The old man was your good deeds. And you made him so feeble that he wasn't able to help you." Malik ibn Dinar woke up terrified, in a panic, in a sweat. And he said, "From that moment on, I repented to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that was the story of my tawbah."